Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here on Play on GAA with me, Seamus Brady. In this video, we're going to be talking about the Kilkenny versus Laois hurling match, which took place in round 2 of the Leinster Hurling Championship for 2022. Kilkenny decimating Laois as people predicted by 234 to Laois's 114. I mean, the action really started straight away. Within 40 seconds, own Cody hit the first point of the game. Laois responded pretty well. Chad Dwyer hit a nice point, but Kilkenny were 4 points to 2 up already at this stage. James Maher hit a lovely one to make it 7 points to 3. Paddy Purcell, who was brilliant throughout, scored a lovely point after being set by Phelan to make it 9 points to 4. But then Kilkenny scored 7 out of the next 9 points to make it 16 points to 6. And after that spell of scoring 7 out of the next 9 points, they also got the first goal of the game. Owen Cody scored a goal after a direct long ball, and already the game was over. That made it 116 to 6 points. Between that and early in the second half, Kilkenny again scored 7 out of the next 9 points, and the burst led them to be leading by 123 to 8 points, and that's just a massacre at this point. Walter Walsh hit a gorgeous point to make it 124 to 8 points before Paddy Purcell scored a brilliant goal, taking on the entire Kilkenny team on his own. That made it 126 to 19. Kilkenny responded to that, however, with a goal and 4. Tom Phelan coming off the bench to get the big goal, to get the big score, for Kilkenny. Kieran McAvoy hit one of the scores of the game for Laois from distance, right on the sideline, smashed it over the bar, but it was only really a consolation. James Maher hit a corker to finish it off, 234 to Kilkenny, 114 to Laois at full time. What can we really take from this? Hard to know. The one thing as a Dublin fan that I would look at is how smoothly Kilkenny dealt with Laois versus how close Laois took Dublin. I mean, you think of that end of rolling free at the end, which actually could have got the 2 points for Laois. Kilkenny have been as impressive as they could have been. I mean, TJ Reid came back in and started like me and Matt Hurley, the GAA Statsman, predicted on his podcast. If you haven't checked that out, do check it out. He really knows his stuff. We had a good discussion there about Kilkenny, and we talked about if TJ Reid was coming back, he'd probably come off the bench against Westmeath and start against Laois, or get more game time anyway. And that's the approach that Brian Cody's taken. I think they look good all over the pitch. Owen Cody, Adrian Mullen, they all look sharp. Billy Ryan looks sharp. Walter Walsh looks sharp. Pádraig Walsh looks sharp. Paddy Deegan is settling in at centre back. So Kilkenny look good. They look very good. And putting away Westmeath like they did, putting away Laois like they did, you can't ignore it. Now they go in against the other big three teams in that big four: Dublin, Wexford and Galway. And I think this will show where Kilkenny are at this season, because if they put away those three teams, then they are just as good as they've been over the last 2 years under Brian Cody. And these new lads coming in like Owen Cody, like Billy Ryan, are ready to pick up the mantle again for Kilkenny. I don't really have much to say about this. Laois will probably beat Westmeath and stay in the Leinster Championship, but I genuinely do struggle to see how they're going to compete with the Kilkenny anytime soon. Yeah, so that's my opinion of this game. It finished Kilkenny 234, Laois 114 from Nolan Park in Kilkenny. Until the next video, guys, here on Play on GAA, take care.